In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create an interactive web-based dashboard that pulls data from your Appfigures account. And to do this, I'm going to use the free web app StyleBI. So to start off with, I signed into StyleBI. I'm going to click Connect to Data Source, going to select Appfigures. Here it is. Click Create. Next, I'll need to enter some credentials. First, I'll need to enter my client key. To create a client key, go to appfigures.com/developers/keys. I'll put the URL in the video description. Next, click Create a new client. Give the client a name and give read permissions for each of the categories. Once you create a client, you'll be provided with a client key and also a secret key. Copy the client key. Paste your client key into the space here. Next, I'm going to enter my username, and I'm going to enter my password. Scroll down, click OK. The next step is to click Create Query. Select Appfigures Query. Next, I need to select an endpoint. And for this dashboard, I'm going to use the Categories endpoint. Scroll down, click OK. I'm going to save my data worksheet. Click OK. Next step is to click Create Dashboard. And I'm not going to use the visualization recommender for this dashboard, so I'll click Finish. Click Continue. Going to save my blank dashboard. Scroll down, click OK. Going to edit my blank dashboard. And I think I'll start by creating a chart. So I'm going to drag out a chart. Going to make it a little bit smaller. Click Edit. Click through the full editor. And for my measure, I'm going to use the ID. So I'm going to drag the ID into the x-axis. Now it's defaulted here to a sum, but I want a distinct count of the ID. So I'm going to click and change the aggregate to distinct count. Click the check mark. And for my dimension on the y-axis, I think I'm going to use device. So I drag that out. And for my dimension to break down by color, I'm going to use active. So I'm going to drag active into the color section. Click Finish. So now I have a chart that breaks down a distinct count of IDs based on those categories. But I want to drill down into the detail level data for these categories. So I'm going to drag out a table. Going to make it a little bit smaller, just like I did with the chart. Click Edit. And I'm going to include ID. I'm going to include name. Going to include device. And I'm going to include active. Click Finish. And now I have a chart that aggregates the data based on categories. And I also have a table that shows the detail level row data. But I'd like to make it so that my table can be used to drill down into my chart. So I'm going to make my chart so that it filters the table. I'm going to select the chart, right-click, select Properties. I'm going to scroll down, and under Flyover, I'm going to select my table, click OK. And now my chart functions as a filter for my table. So when I select a subdivision of the data on this chart, the table updates to show just the detail level row data for those particular categories. And if I want to keep a record of the detail row level data for any of these categories, I can use the export button and I can export an Excel file of that detail level row data for just those categories. And that's how you create an interactive dashboard that pulls data from your Appfigures account.